Hello guys and girls, what's up? What's Gucci? This is FX Riders, the Pips Predators. So I want to let you show you how we go about, how we analyze peers as FX Riders. Which means it's more of a weekly review. So are we analyzing 4 peers: the AUDUSD, Australian dollars USD, the USDJPY, CADJPY, and also the dollar index. So before I do anything, I first analyze the dollar index to see what is actually happening with USD. So first thing I'm doing right now, I'll just select everything and start from beginning. So you know how analyze. We analyze with the top-down analysis, starting from a higher time frame to lower time frame. So that's the first part. I'm saying price was rejected multiple times. Anytime the price that you get to that area, it will turn. So that's why I've catered for that part. So the second part I'm saying is here, price was rejected. Some kind of consolidation around the space, and also price has been rejected around the space. So let's dive in the daily time to see what is actually happening. What are we not seeing? So what I'm experiencing, what I'm seeing right now is this price is just trying to come down to do this, before it's this. Okay, now what I'm seeing here in overall in this whole scenario is just that the price just went up and it's trying to come. This is a high, so before it will legit reverse, it wants to give us a reversal pattern, and the reversal pattern we might be experiencing here will be the double bottom before the price will legit move towards the upside. So let's dive in the more detailed time frame, see what we are missing out, what are we not seeing, what is not yet visible to us. So the USD established this trend in nature of this trend right about there. Sketch over this place also. Okay, this is a 4-hour time frame. So if catered for most touches, let's go in a daily hour time frame, the 1 hour time frame. So what I'm seeing here, the price is actually dropping from a sensitive area. So in overall we're looking for buying opportunities, right? But we could also scalp toward downside, because this price wants to give us a double bottom in a lower version of a double bottom. It will first hit this price, will first hit that place before it will just push and gain enough momentum to break this trend. Let's go to 15-minute time frame. And before we buy, that's why I always talk about buy low, sell high. We only buy when we buy at the lowest price, at the lowest point possible, and we also sell at the highest point possible. So so this is USD. Any USD pair, when the dollar index is moving downwards, all USD pairs will also follow. And when the USD pair, the dollar index is moving upward, all USD pairs will also follow. So before we take our long buys, which will be for a very long time, our swing trade buys, we'll wait for it to legit hit this place, this support zone, and give us this double bottom formation before we can go with the buys. So next we analyze is the AUDUSD. Well, I took some trade on the AUDUSD, and I will tell you why. So let's start with the daily time frame. The daily time frame and the weekly time frame. The first thing I'm saying is this place where price was rejected quite a lot of times. The first time, second, third, fourth, and fifth times. So go to daily time frame. So we could cater for most touches. This is place we actually need to cater for. Has multiple touches. The laws of trend line says it should be at least 2 or more touches to connect before you connect the swing lows and swing highs. So the price is moving in this type of manner, in this type of nature. Let me interpret. So this was an impulsive move, then started trickling, then a change in strength, a shift in strength, then a corrective, then an impulsive move, then a corrective, larger version of corrective, then an impulsive move, and now we're seeing a reversal pattern. This is the head and shoulders, which signifies a reversal pattern. So for weeks I have been literally waiting for this for AUDUSD to drop, even if even to this point. Yes, I will take my profit. So we're not greedy. Let's go to 4-hour time frame. Okay, another thing I'm saying there is this trend this thing has established. There's this trend. So the price legit from above there, the price dropped to this point with before it turned, it gave us this reversal pattern. It's established this reversal pattern that inverted head and shoulders. Then the price moved towards the upside with a rejection, weak rejection, and dropped towards the downside, another weak rejection. Before the price dropped here, it tested that area. It tested that area multiple times, 3 times, then it dropped with a rejection, then it pushed towards the upside. Now it's gained enough momentum to let it push and break this sensitive area, then hits the resistance trend line, and the price that it came back with some rejection, went to that place it has rejected multiple times, then dropped. So what we're seeing now in a smaller version, it is legit this what is it called, MW type formation, double bottom. So before the price will move towards this upside. So this is just a scalping trade, and overall we're looking for selling opportunities. So the dollar index is buying, so USDPS the dollar index will be selling for a short period of time, so USDPS will be selling for a short period of time, and PS trading against USD will buy for a short period of time. Are you understanding this? So this is the USD will just buy until the upside. So let's go to 15-minute time frame, so I could show you why I took this trade in detail. So the price was moving in this type of nature. Before we take, so the price was legit moving in this type of nature, and in this channel, in this pattern. So we buy low, sell high. I wanted entering at this point because I saw those heavy candles and I saw this rejection, but I was late. I came late, so I entered around this page. I scaled in around that point. So, and we are actually, our target will be right about that place there, right about this resistance point. So that is the target. So I'll scale in more and more positions when I see more opportunities. So the next way I'm gonna analyze is the USDCAD. So starting on weekly time frame of USDCAD. So this is a place we cater for. So it's price restricted, quite a lot of times on our the weekly time frame, and the price is here now. It's slow. The price has decided to slow down, and it has been trickling a lot. So let's go to a daily time frame and see what is actually happening. So this spear was actually dropping in this type of nature, an aggressive trend. And this aggressive trend, the price alright, the price actually came from the upside impulsive with the corrective, then the trickling right about there, the price was in transition, then it dropped for a short period of time with a double top, with a double bottom, then it went back to that place, to that point, and also rejected, and that was when the price rejected. So in overall, that was the double top, then the price dropped, impulsive, corrective, impulsive, until it reaches the downside and started to slow down, trickle a lot, then it gained enough momentum to push towards the upside with this, and the price started moving in this sideways manner. said, the price moved in the sideways. The price moved in that manner before it's legit drop. So the price is dropping aggressively with no complication, just little blue candles, little bearish candles, and we got our first larger version of corrective here. And now what I'm seeing is that the price has started to slow down. Price is slowing down. We've seen larger version of the bullish candle coming in. So the buyers are now, they are impressing us. So the buyers, allow the buyers to impress us before we go with them. Okay, so just watch and observe the trend. The price came down, and before it pushed, that was this double bottom formation. So we wait for this price to break, then retest before we enter our overall price. But if you recall, this will be very hard to happen. Because why? Because in it, the case when dollar index will be dropping for a short period of time, so that is what USDCAD will definitely do. If the dollar index drop, the USDCAD will also drop. So after the drop, before it will gain enough momentum to push towards the upside. So if you watch closely, we're already seeing a reversal pattern, because the price has rejected. That is now a very strong support, so strong resistance. Price has rejected multiple times. So, and it will possibly fall also this time around. So we don't know what will happen. We let it wait for the market to tell us what to do, not forcing the market to do what we want it to do. It doesn't happen that way. Well, price doesn't obey lines, So we just analyze and observe the strength, momentum, and also the momentum of the candle. So right now it has a high potential to drop. So USDCAD, I'm going in for sales. What's happening? I'm going in for sales. My Wi-Fi is disconnected. Alright, I'll connect the Wi-Fi and go with selling position in USDCAD. I'll show you the progress of the trade at the end of this video. So this is the CADJPY. We're gonna start with the weekly time frame. So okay, the first thing I'm saying is also, this is the weekly high. The price was rejected multiple times. Well, I know you might be wondering why I don't, cater for most touches from below, because the price is not there, so it's of no use. But let me just do it here so you could see how it is. So these are the highs and lows, possible place the price could turn. So let's go to a daily time frame, see what is actually happening, what are we missing, or what are we not seeing. So the push came from this in transition, then the market activation, the market started moving, then shifting strength, where the price increased strength, started moving aggressively, and all of a sudden this larger version of a corrective, which will start raising questions to us. Hey, what is happening? Why is it happening this way? So that was the first larger version of corrective. Then let's go to a weekly 4-hour time frame to see cater for more. So then the price legit started moving in this manner, in this nature. This is a rising wedge which will fall. So that is just it. A rising wedge will fall. So if you watch my previous videos, I said something about, and if our pattern is moving towards the upside, there's more possibility that it will drop from the downside. So after the rising wedge, the price that you dropped, well, I entered this trade and I'm still holding, but in my other trading account now here, still holding CADJPY, and I want to hold till this point right about there. So CADJPY, let's see if we can still scale in, right? We can still scale in. So we sell at the highest point possible, and we buy at lowest point. So the price is legit moving to this resistance point. So when the price gets there, that's when we'll be going for sales, overall sales. So CADJPY will analyze. I have a nice trading week, and then overall we're okay. And overall we are planning to sell to this point. So with that being said, this is FX Spiders signing out.